Hello and welcome to Virtual Intelligence Solution tutorial. Sorry we have not done any videos for some time. Today we'll continue from where we stopped. In the last video we already talked about variables in that, and we explained how to create variables and how variables work in that programming language, actually in all programming language. So today we'll move to operators and comments. So let's move into the code. What is a comment and why do you need it in programming? Okay, comment is just an act of typing text, like readable text in your code. For example, below is used below so if you should run the code, let's say I print out age, the code would run without printing out or touching what is inside the comment. Comment is not meant for the compiler, but it's meant for you yourself and other team members that you work with. There are cases whereby you are working on a project with a team member and you have to create a part, and him or her is also to create another part of the system. So for him or her to understand what exactly you are doing in a place in your code, you need to add comments for understanding. Also, there are cases whereby you go back to your code and because it happens a lot, for you to actually be able to read everything that you have written very fast and not waste time, you just have to read the comments you wrote on the on each code, maybe each code segment. So that's why comment is actually good for you, and for you when you're also for other team members that are actually working on the project you are working on. So that's one core advantage of comments. So we have two types of comments: single line comments and multi-line comment, because there are cases whereby your comments are just too long and too much of stories that you want to explain in just a single line, so that it's not contain a single line. So you need to make it a double line comment. So how do we make a double line comment in that? So you write the backslash with the star, then you write anything you want on it, it's comment it for you, then you close it with the star and another backslash. So if you should run this code, it will run without looking at what is in the comments. So single line comments and multi-line comments. Now another thing we use comment for is, let's say we are trying to debug our code to find where error is in the code. So we have written a lot of codes and we want to start debugging. You can comment part of your code so that it won't run, and you let some parts run so that you know where the code actually reached before any error popped up. So if you should comment this and you comment this, you uncomment that, it should print this, and just you can use it to disable any code that you have on your interface. So that's all about comments and all you need to understand about comments. Now let's move into operators. Now, what are operators? Operators are ways in which we carry out different activities, like plus, minus, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and other ones that are not mentioned here. But I'm only going to talk about these 5 or 1 2. Addition is plus, sorry. 1 2 3 4 5 6. I'm only going to talk about the 6 because they are the most commonly used one, and we are not yet to talk about the ones you not really use when you are coding. So let's start with addition. Let's say I add a boy age to be 10 and another int girl age equals 20. Then I said int total, like the total age equals boy age plus girl age, boy age plus girl age. Then I print the result out, total. So whenever you want to add something in that, you use the plus sign. So if you should run the code, 20 plus 10 should give you 30. So that's what we should see in the console. So the answer is 30. That's plus. If you want to do minus, boy age minus girl age, since it is 10 minus 20, we are going to have minus 10, I think so, or minus 10. So if it is multiplication, also you use the asterisk sign. Boy age times girl age, that's 10 times 20, that's 200. Now, let's change boy to 20 and girl to 3. Now let's use a very simple number so you get it very fast. So 5 divided by 2 would give us a decimal. Just look at what I'm doing. Yeah, this is what I want to say. 5 divided by 2 would give you a decimal answer, and that is 2.5. Yeah, so the answer is a double and cannot be saved in an int variable. So whenever you are trying to do anything that has to do with calculation that has division in it, make sure your final variable that holds the final result is double, because there are cases whereby the final answer is in decimal. So to prevent your application from crashing, make sure the final variable is in double, so it will be able to hold the answer. Normally, if you should do 10 over 2, you should give it 5. Yeah, so whenever you're creating any application that has to do with number and division, make sure that the final variable that holds the calculation should be in double, so that your application will not crash along the line. So for division, you use the backslash for the division, and also it will give you your answer even if it is in int. 5 like this, 5 is int, it will store in double with no error. So that's why double is great for you to use. So another thing is the remainder. I wanted to write remainder. If you are working on a project, 5 divided by 2 would give you 2.5. Let's say you need only the remainder of the division. That's when you use the modulo sign. So its answer is in int and not in double. That's why you're having this error. So if you should run it, it should give you 1, because 2 divided by 5 is 2, remainder 1. So that's the work of the modulus. So this is all about operators and comment in that programming language. So thank you so much for watching.